So people are asking, like, when will we know that Slate is ready for adoption? There's a couple things that I look for in any training horse that I have for training, but specifically for Slate. We train horses for people all over the country, different disciplines, people who want safer horses, because we have a reputation for developing and turning out really consistent, quiet, relaxed, methodical, thinking partners and horses. And so we have a criteria that we look for. So one, we want to make sure that that horse is accepting of their rider and people in general. We don't want a horse that's, bracy, resistant. We want a horse that's willing, a horse that wants to be with you. The other thing is, once you've established a horse that you have a draw, they're connected, they're not running backwards or charging or kicking at you or whatever, like Slate was doing, we want to make sure that that horse can take your direction, right? That they'll allow you to direct them. It's really important to make sure that you can direct your horse, again, without resistance, without penny ears or getting upset or chomping, that kind of thing. And then another area is we want to make sure that these horses are brave, okay? And so by brave, that means they're not spooking, they're not running all over the place, they're not reactive horses. These are horses who want to, even when things are scary, trust that as long as they're with you, they'll be safe. Everything around them could be changing, but they know that as long as they're with you, you're the consistent factor. You're the thing they can always come back to. You're their tether, their anchor. Another thing that we look for, and this is huge, and I feel this gets lost in a lot of training, is we want to teach our horses to be okay with change. Horses are herd animals. They're very patterned. They like to follow certain paths. If you watch your horses in the pasture, you'll see the same path they cut in the pasture every single day to get to the watering hole. Or they come up from one part of the pasture and stand under this one particular shade tree at the same time. Horses love patterns, right? But when they're working with us, those patterns go out the door. Sometimes you might grab your horse to go to a show at, 3 a.m. in the morning, right? Or maybe the next day it's the afternoon and you're getting them out because the farrier's there. They have to be okay with change. You might be riding your horse at a friend's place one day, and then the next day you're taking them to the vet. Maybe tomorrow you're riding them at home. Change is inevitable when we are introduced into this partnership with them. With our training horses, we like to expose them to a lot of different things, different environments, even different handlers. Right now, Slate's only at a place where I'm just the only one handling him, right? Eventually, I want to get to where other people can handle him, and I feel pretty confident that he's not going to try to chomp their hands off or kick their faces off, right? So those are kind of things we're looking for before we feel he's adoptable. This is a process that Heart of Phoenix Equine Rescue takes very seriously. This is something I would be doing in collaboration with them, because technically Slate belongs to, he's a rescue horse, he belongs to Heart of Phoenix, and I just have the privilege of fostering him for this time. Ultimately, when it comes to adoptability, that's something we'll work on together to determine when he's ready and what that looks like. For me, it's really important that he meets certain criteria that's going to set him up to be successful with whoever he ends up being adopted with.